we will continue in our entrepreneurial journey. So, in the previous sessions, we have seen about the different aspects of entrepreneurship, starting from the problem worth solving, what are the customer requirements, what are the market segments, what are the things you are affording, and based on how it gets a fit with your actual value proposition. From then we develop the business model. Okay, so in the last class actually we have seen about minimum viable product. What is the minimum viable product? Okay, and one I want to give you one. Can you tell one very successful minimum viable product? A very successful minimum viable product. Because of that minimum viable product, it became a sudden outburst in one night. It became so much, it had got so much revenue, and it became the greater one.
Yes.
Okay? Facebook is also there. Let me give a clue. The founder is Drew Houston.
How many founders?
Drew Houston, the name of the person.
Drew Houston.
Okay. 42?
Dropbox.
Yeah, exactly. Dropbox. So Dropbox, Drew Houston made his minimum viable product. It's a 3-minute video. It's a 3-minute video about file sharing and how it can be done securely. And the product he launched in the web, and it got viral overnight. From over 3,000 likes, it went to around 75,000 likes who are interested to get the product. He got the email address of the persons who are interested in getting up the product. So that's the kind of thing. Okay. So MVP is it should minimum satisfy what is your compelling promise. It should minimum satisfy what is your compelling promise. It should satisfy your UVP. Okay, that is the MVP. So once your MVP is decided, the next important thing, because MVP is there, people are acceptable to buy our product. So in that case, the important strategy is, what is the important strategy? Okay, before going into that strategy, we are going to play a small game. Okay, so all of you can come out.
Yes.
Just
Out?
here, not out. We'll go here. You can just stand as a circle. Form a small circle here. Okay, it's a very 2 seconds. It's a very small activity. So, fine. Your left hand is there. Okay. Assume that in your left hand you have a 2,000 rupees note. Assume that, okay? And you're holding it. You're holding the note.
Sir, you can give it to us so that we will not assume.
Okay. You're in your left hand, you're having a 2,000 rupees note. In your right hand, in your right hand, I'm judging the other person. Okay, in that way. So this is the way. Okay. Now my idea is, you should save your money and catch your other's money when I say the keyword CATCH. When I say the keyword CATCH, you have to save your money and catch hold of your neighbor's money.
How to catch hold of them?
If you want to save your money, this is the saving, and catch hold of the opposite of. Okay? What did I say? Okay, let's start now. Be ready? Just flip it over. Okay? Catch. One more time. Let's keep it. The problem is he started. Give your hand over. Keep the hand. Don't touch. Don't touch. Just keep it over. Okay. Catch.
Because all of us are
Okay, nice. Please.
Thank you.
What we did is, the aspect, one thing is you had money and you tried to save your money and catch your friend's money. Here the friend is nothing but your customer. you have to say whatever you are invested in your business and try to get the attention of the customer. The customer should get, you should provide an MVP such that your customer is willing to pay and you are getting the benefit from the customer. Okay, so that's what we illustrated with a small game. So the next important aspect we are going to see is money. Okay, so what is the money we are going to see? Okay, we use the so when you see of money,
Sir, if you don't mind,
yes,
is looting my friend's money is the MVP and the way in which I
You have been working on the business.
it's not looting.
yeah, it's of course catching others' money is
It's your inborn ability to take your hands back. If the other person is ready
you
to
mean
take,
that
it's a game.
no, it's a game, but catching others' money is not a game.
It's not about catching.
Multiplying your money is
You are exhibiting your MVP, thereby you are now getting the option. Okay, fine. So when you say about cost, okay. So when you start a venture, okay, what are the costs you think you require? What are the costs?
The two costs, which is the capital cost, the other one is the production cost.
Capital cost. Second one is production cost. What do you mean by production cost?
Production cost, the cost of raw materials, cost of utilities,
Cost of utilities, cost of raw materials. Okay.
salaries,
Salaries. Okay. Any other thought? What are the types of cost?
tax, all those things will come under
Housing. In that, please.
cost, fixed cost, variable cost.
Okay, good. Fixed cost, variable cost,
Startup cost.
startup cost. Okay. Okay, fine. So, what do you mean by startup cost? What do you mean by startup cost? Is it capital cost or these two connected?
They will come under capital.
Okay, so what do you infer from startup cost?
Definitely.
so it's an initial investment.
Initial one-time investment that we use it for our venture. Okay. What is fixed cost?
So do it every time, it doesn't make.
Okay, we'll take the example.
Fixed cost is nothing but the
See, for example, the cost of
to work my capital I need to
Cost of building.
Cost
Yeah.
of building,
Cost of building.
cost
Okay.
for purchase of machinery.
Purchase of purchase. And it was always good in an entrepreneurial thing, rather than to go for buying a thing, it will be better for particularly for budding starters.
It depends. You cannot
Okay,
always
higher than
hire.
that.
You cannot always hire.
You cannot always say. Okay.
Possible you can hire, but certain things you cannot hire.
Okay. So you.
fixed cost is nothing but the working cost of the capital.
Okay, good, fine. So, by the end of this session, you will be able to learn about what are the different types of costs. Okay, and we have a financial template. We are going to fit into the financial template. How to fit all these options into the financial template. That's the main aim of our session today. Okay, so we have different types of classifications. We'll go with this one, which almost covers everything. One is the startup cost, which is the initial amount that you employ, fixed cost, and variable cost. These three costs we'll take into account. Okay, we'll have a small video to understand what are these.
You remember the blocks on cost structure and revenue streams. We are going to focus on these two now and discuss the concepts of cost, revenue, and pricing. you performed a back of the envelope calculation for your business idea as an assignment. That means the costs can be broadly divided into startup costs, fixed costs, and variable costs. Startup costs are mileage and the equipment.
Okay. So this is for the example of our savory. Okay. Savory smoothie that has to be given. So as far as startup cost is concerned, it's about the vehicle cost, the freezer, and the other units that are required to produce the savory, that smoothie, and the license, chairs, stool, and those are all startup costs.
Calculations for your own venture in financial plan. You must these financial calculations to help you do all these financial calculations for your own venture before the business starts. Fixed costs are costs that depend on the number of units produced and sold. In our example, the variable cost will be raw material consumed, such as yogurt, sugar, cups and spoons.
Okay. So that's about the variable cost. Fixed cost is the rental, the vehicle rental, the electricity, all these come under fixed cost. Okay. So all these factors are enumerated over here. So we will try to fit all these data into our financial sheet. So you have two columns here. This is for your own business idea. This is for your own business idea, which we will take up later. Now for the smoothie example, so you have here the different costs that are given in the green color. Okay, we will be able to see this is startup cost. So here they are given for vehicle, freezer, what are the things we have seen in the video. And this cost is your fixed cost for a month. Okay, it's about the salary. For this you have to enter here how many salary employees are there and what is their per month salary. So which will compute your salary component for the.
Why do you, what is the difference between startup cost and fixed cost? Even the startup cost, many components will come under fixed cost. Then why do you
Startup cost is one-time investment.
And you can bring under fixed cost. Now why do you say startup cost separately and fixed cost?
Fixed cost is it will be recurring every month. It will require every month. For example, electricity, rental. Okay, we will try to minimize. Okay, we will try to minimize the variable cost.
Recurring cost.
The idea is we try to always minimize the risk. Okay, so it is always good to have a startup cost rather than a fixed cost, and always better to have a fixed cost rather than a variable cost. Okay, it's a reverse. So variable cost is per unit cost. It is daily consuming. What will happen in a daily consuming, that will be your variable cost, and fixed cost is for a month. Okay, so this will change every day. So whereas the vehicle, initial cost of the vehicle or the freezer or the license, it is not going to change. Okay, so you have to fill in with this.
This question has not been answered yet now.
I will answer it at the end of the session.
Okay.
You will be able to better understand once you take up your business.
So understand this, I have to start a business.
Of course, we are all entrepreneurs. And the last part is startup. We have to do a small exercise workout. So will be all provided with a financial template, and you have to take up for your business idea. The business idea which we have narrowed down in the last few sessions, few classes, we try to develop for our business idea. We try to fill up all these items. First is the startup cost, fixed cost, and the variable cost. Okay. So this will give you an identity idea of what are the different items that are available. Okay, what are the cost structure? Then later on we'll decide upon what are the revenue and other items. Okay, so this is as far as what is the basic cost. So to just have a small remembrance, a small thing, super foreigner. The startup cost, fixed cost, variable cost. It's a small thing to remember the different costs that are involved. Okay. So at the end of the session, so I like to summarize that we have studied about what is the importance of cost. Cost is a quite important factor when you are going for the actual pricing and other factors. So what are the different types of costs we have seen, and how to fit those data into our basic financial plan. That's what we have seen in this session. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've reduced my nervousness.